Hey there everybody, hope everybody's doing well. So in today's video I'm doing one that I talked with one of my subscribers about a little while ago, and I really hate to call y'all subscribers. I'd really call y'all family members instead of subscribers. So part of the Head to Tail family, one of the family members, and we got to talking about this one, and he said, you should do it in a video sometime. I was like, well, yeah, sure, that's a good one. And we was talking about how he said it was comfort food to him. And I was like, well, yeah, big comfort food to me too. That's a delicious dish. So it's the Italian sausage with hoagie bun and provolone cheese or mozzarella cheese or whatever cheese that you might want to do, and peppers and onions, of course. So I figured I'd do that one up for y'all, because thanks to, it goes by GSXRJOE92 on YouTube. So y'all can thank him for this one, and thank you very much, Joe, for telling me to do it and giving me the idea to do it, because I probably would have thought it maybe later on down the road, but subject came up, food, talking about it, and he said to do it, and I was like, good idea, I'll be glad to do it. So that's on the menu today for y'all. So I'll cook it on up and enjoy it, and wish I could enjoy it with y'all too, but maybe y'all can make it at home and enjoy it with someone else. But anyways, we'll jump on into the video and get to cooking. Well, alrighty folks, this is what we're gonna be looking at ingredients wise. So we got some good old Italian sausage, and using mild, and you can use hot too, and it's really good. Then I got sliced provolone cheese, and then again you can use smoked, and it's really good as well. And then I've got the hoagie buns to put it on, and then I'll went with some good old bell peppers, and then I went with jalapeno for a little touch of heat, and onion. Then I'm gonna throw some of my dry rub that I made on them, and then I'm gonna make a compound butter with some garlic powder and Italian seasoning, and I'm gonna toast off my buns in the oven there, and once they're out, I'm gonna use that compound butter on them. So this is just the processing and chopping part of the video, and I really do chop that fast. This is definitely not time lapse. I work this fast. That's not time lapse. Okay, I'm lying. This is just a time lapse of chopping it all up, save y'all from having to watch all of that. But yeah, it's like I said, I was gonna toast off these buns here. I'll get them split open, and then I'll start with my compound butter. And again, I work this fast. This is definitely not time lapsed. And it's about 2 tablespoons of butter and maybe a teaspoon each of the Italian seasoning, and then the garlic powder. And like I said, I'm going to use the dry rub to dash in there on top of my peppers and onions, just to give a little bit more flavor. And then I'm going to cook those off in butter as well for good old flavor too. And I'm using good old cast iron to cook the bratwursts up in. I didn't have a grill or smoker at my disposal at the time, so cast iron it was. So cast iron, you can get really good flavor and good color on stuff too. And I'm just running at a medium heat on both of these, just to get the butter melted down. And once it's kind of melted down and getting hot, I'll throw in my peppers here and trying to shake out the rest that was stuck in there. And then I can start cook them off, getting them soft, and then I'll crank the heat up towards the end a little bit, just to get maybe a little char and color on them. That's a good thing about cast iron. You can crank up the heat and you can get good color on stuff. So yeah, and again, like I said, I'm gonna dash on some of my dry rub that I made. And here I'm just working efficiently and fast again. This is definitely not time lapse. No, again, I just saved y'all the trouble sitting and watching through the whole time lapse process. But Again, and just kind of softening up and sweating down those peppers here. And you see I dashed in a little bit more salt and pepper. I tasted them. They just need a little more touch of salt, so I added in a little bit. You can see too, I added some water in with my sausages so they could kind of just steam, and that way it'll help to cook them through better. Because if you're just cooking straight on the cast iron, you'll have more kind of a tendency to kind of burn the outside, and you won't get them cooked away all the way through. There, my buns there split open. Then I got my butter set off to the side. And I'm gonna throw those buns in the oven in a little bit. I'm just go ahead and get my sausages there pretty well all the way done, so I can get everything kind of close together and on time, so not sitting one item's cold on me and everything's not ready kind of at the same time. So you can see right here, just letting them cook through and then getting some really good color on them and getting some good flavor into them too. So they're almost done, so I'm going to go ahead and get on my oven and just turn it on broil and let it get hot. And if you're doing it on broil, just make sure you kind of stay with it so you won't burn. So I'll put these in the oven and just kind of keep an eye on them good. And it didn't take long at all. I was sitting there with them and babysitting, so I didn't have burnt buns. So now, like I said, I can take these out, rub them down good with the butter so that can soak in good and just give you a little bit more of a extra flavor that you enjoy with you eating this. So now I can start building. So first I'm gonna put on the sausages, and then I'm gonna throw on the cheese, and then I'm gonna put that back in the oven on broil for a little while, and then again just sit and watch these so you don't burn the cheese or burn the crust of your bread. And again, it didn't take too long on these, and now I can take them out and start throwing on the peppers and onions, and it'll be good to go and ready to eat and enjoy. And this was a really good one, really delicious one. And I'll shut up and let y'all watch me take a bite and talk about it a little bit. Thank y'all for watching. Well, hey y'all, as y'all can see, it's done, and I've already eaten some of it, and I thought, well, since it's more of one that someone asked me to do and told me I should do, I figured I could take a bite on camera. I usually don't take a bite or eat on camera because, to tell the truth, I kind of feel jealous because I'm not being able to share it with someone and I'm eating it. So that's the reason I never do really eat on camera, because I've always watched cooking shows and seen them eat it, and I'm like, man, I wish I was eating it. But I'll take a quick bite since I was told I should do this video. Take a bite and tell you all about it a little bit. I mean, it's hard to go wrong when you got meat and cheese to begin with. And then you get the good Italian flavoring in the Italian sausage with all the herbs and stuff. And then that garlic Italian butter that I put on the bun, good. Then peppers and onions again, cooked in butter, hard to go wrong. They're good too. And then cheese. The provolone cheese is good. Now you could go with like a mozzarella or a smoked provolone or something like that too. It'd be really good and add a little bit more flavor into it. But it's a good one. Thank you, Joe, for saying I should do it. So this is really for you, and thank you for the idea too. But anyways, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Make this too, and thank Joe for telling you to do it. But anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one.